They are celebrating. They are
glorious, celebratory moment.
You can't stand in front of me. Slide over.
We thank you for things that seem impossible, but we know all things are possible. We thank you for this, our daughter, for such a time as this.
So you guys, we just heard the pastor give a prayer now. We are again listening in as the pastor is saying a prayer.
Thank you for making her.
I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take a listen to what's going on.
And we thank you for the in Jesus' name, man. Anoint her and all of us for the task that is ahead. We thank you because we know that with you all things are possible. We know that God is able.
Thanking everybody. Shontel is now speaking herself. So we're going to go ahead and listen to what she has to say.
I ain't looking at it like
hey!
I'm humble and blessed.
I can't really put it into words. I don't want to say unexpected because I don't want anyone to believe that we got in this race with the expectation to do anything other than to win.
Back to you.
I think it's important that you recognize this journey that I've been on. Many people know this that live here, but while I have the world's attention, I just want to share that I got into this world of politics because I wanted to help my neighbors. Surrounded by seniors and retirees, and they treated me like their very own. And this was the year 2011. The news cycle was very repetitive, much like it was with the condo collapse. And my question to my city council members was, where do we go in the event of an emergency? What is the evacuation route? So I got the answer that I wanted, but something said, Shontel, keep going so you can learn about what's happening in your community. And so I did. And what I learned was, while Warrensville Heights is a friendly city and one that I am proud of, there was still room for improvement. So rather than complain, I'm a person that believes in being the change that you want to see. I decided to roll up my sleeves and pound the pavement and knock on doors and introduce myself to my neighbors. And I said to my neighbors, listen, I want to be your city council person. They said, listen, what can you do about these tree branches that need to be trimmed? And these cities that need to be cleaned and these potholes that need to be filled? I said, well, give me a second and let me see. Well, I'm grateful because I went to those meetings and the administration took notice. And they said to me, Shontel, if you need some help out there, then let us know. And I did. And I took them up on that offer and things started happening. So fast forward, the election day came, the polls closed, and I was down by 6 votes. Down by 6 votes. But does anybody have a but God?
But God!
But God! I learned that I did not realize there were 23 provisional ballots in that race. And there were 3 of us on the ticket. 11 days later, I learned that I won that race by 7 votes. Now, as a child of faith, that 7 is so significant. It has truly been a because if you know anything about the number 7, then you know that it represents perfection, completion, and God. And so because of that, I know I stand here by His divine grace, intervention, mercy, and favor. Because of that, I have never lost sight that I do this work for the people. That has always been my foundation. That has always been my moral compass, that has always been my guiding force in this work that I intentionally describe as public service because I know I work for you. So now we fast forward 2014, an opportunity presents itself to aspire to the position that I currently hold. And let me say this, that is the new form of government. The new form of government, the county council, that was created to eliminate corruption. That's right. I state that because commercials would have you to believe otherwise. But the new government was created to end county corruption.
Talk about it.
So when I was blessed with the opportunity to serve in this position, that race turned out a lot different than my first. Now there were 6 candidates, and everyone was more qualified, more money, more experience, more educated. But does anybody have another but God?
Preach.
I won that race with 48% of the vote in a 6-person race because of His grace, mercy, and favor, a lot of faith and hard work. Because the Bible tells us what, Pastor? Faith, So now, 2017.
Come on.
2017, my good friend, my mentor, and our new Secretary of Hood. In 2017, she said, Shontel, I want you to think about something. I want you to consider running for Democratic Party chair. Now, it's an unpaid position.
Come on.
It's a lot of work. So I didn't jump at the bite this out, okay? So I had to pray about it. That's right, I had to pray about it. It took me about a month. And no woman or black person had ever become elected to this position. But does anybody else have a
Tell the story.
So in 2017, I made history. Let me say this one more time. I made history. I became the first woman and the first black person elected to lead the Ohio's largest Democratic county party in our state, got 88 counties. We are not the most populous, but under my leadership, we've been able to deliver the most votes from the precinct to the presidency. So I take a little pride in it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So now I'm Democratic Party chair, and I get the honor and privilege of campaigning for candidates, and I am so grateful for that. So now we fast forward. 2018, I get the invitation of a lifetime. As a child of faith, I told you I'm not shy about it. I got the invitation to go to Israel.
That's right.
I grew up in the inner city, so the sound of gunshots is not exactly foreign to me. But when you stand on the land where you see a person who has a firecracker that's been dropped by a drone near the Gaza Strip, and you are within a few feet of a bomb shelter, you can appreciate the vulnerability of a state. And that has given me the understanding of the importance of the U.S.-Israel relationship.
Yeah.
I thank my Jewish brothers and sisters. There are turbulent times, troublesome times, but as the only candidate in this race with any legislative experience, overseeing over $200 million with my colleagues, some of them who are on the stage, I will be allocated to hospitals, small businesses, rental assistance programs, school banks, and most notably, when our students had to transition from the classroom to virtual learning, I led that initiative to say, let's spend aside $1.5 million.
Make it plain. Yeah. Set your record out.
Grateful the administration and the Cleveland Foundation responded. They matched those resources, so we were able to provide 5,000 students with free Wi-Fi hotspots. So I say all that to say, this didn't come overnight. This wasn't a surprise surge for Shontel. Shontel has been doing
The work. Yeah.
Well, I think I told you. But let me remind you, I've been 9 years a legislator, not seeking headlines or attention, but and being effective. The names of my son haven't gotten a lot of attention. They're not sexy, but I don't need the credit. I just need to make sure that the people I have been called to serve are getting the resources and the supportive services that they need. So I'm not about lip service. I've been about public
Talk about it.
delivering results, not insults.
Tell it.
Potentially the next member of the 11th Congressional District, the next member of Congress, can walk in the door with good relationship.
Yeah.
Support the people on the Hill. Powerful people. Shout out to the whip, Congressman Clyburn. Members Meek, members Beatty, members Townsend, who came and sat on my behalf. They recognize the work. They recognize the work. This isn't an all or nothing thing. This is about making progress. And sometimes that takes compromise, because when you demand all or nothing, usually you end up with nothing. I am grateful. I am eternally grateful for every face. I can't call everybody's name today. I was crying. I was in tears.
We are Shontel Brown. We are Shontel Brown.
All of you that have showed up and showed out on my behalf. But again, I get the recognition for this was a collaborative partnership of the community. Not the queen maker herself. Mama Sappho, the mother of Secretary Fudge, who gave us watch me go from city council to county council to Democratic Party chair, and hopefully to following your daughter's footsteps. We love you, Mama. So much. So I just want to thank you all. I thank you just does not seem like an adequate enough word to really express how much I appreciate this journey. And it has been quite a journey. It has been quite a journey. But it is one that I will never, ever, ever forget or take for granted. As I look around and see all of the support, so many friends, this would not be possible without everyone who is here. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the depth of my soul, all of the elected officials who stood solidly with me before any of the national attention came to this race. All of the ministers, clergy members, and